Hey, what's up you guys? Blackwing K here, and welcome to an update video for my channel. And what's currently going to happen, it's a dead channel and all, so I want to give you at least something. It's an update video that I kinda wanted to give you months and months ago. So here it is. We are currently in mid-April. I haven't really done a live stream since February, maybe? Yeah, late February. It was a Monster Hunter live stream, or maybe the Kingdom Hearts stream. I don't remember which one it was. It might have been those two on the same day, but that was on Twitch. So I've been meaning to come back into the live streaming game for quite some time, actually. Ever since I finished the Chusing-Gura story late December into the new year, I wanted to come back with other games. I have a lot of games in my library that I wanted to put out there, but had to do a lot of work over time. A lot of things that really got in the way that I really couldn't live stream. I was taking a break. That break turned into a really large break. Then I was focusing a lot on work, recently promoted and whatnot. So I've been doing a lot of overtime at work. I'm also waiting because I'm in the transition of purchasing a lot of new hardware. For example, a PC. I'm trying to go into a big upgrade for my PC. So I've been waiting, should I start streaming now or should I wait until I purchase something better that my system can put up with something much more? Because, what I really wanted to put out there, besides just gaming and whatever content I decide to put on the channel, I also wanted it to look good. If you remember from back in the day when I started with Kingdom Hearts live streams, my layouts for my channel and my live streams changed a lot. Like, it was never the same. I was always changing it 1 week, 2 weeks later, something different, always adding bits and pieces. I was learning, messing with the system. I could just have it a plain live stream, or I can have a lot of beautiful pictures and something that's appealing to the eye. In my opinion, it looked pretty good. One of those Kingdom Hearts live streams that I had, where I had the chat on one side, I had my webcam up there somewhere, and, a lot of things going on in that screen. So those days I really liked, and I had a lot of good stuff, I feel. But, I'm always looking to improve. I'm always looking to do better. I know that with the setup I have right now, there is no problem. I can actually live stream 1, 2, 3. I got a new little light here that helped me out in the live stream. I got a new webcam as well. A webcam that I'm not sure if it's capable of doing 4K. Maybe. But yeah. New webcam, new lights, new games. What more could you ask for? But like I said, I'm always looking to improve. Currently, I need a better CPU. In order to improve that CPU, I want to get a good CPU. I need a better motherboard now, a motherboard to put up with that CPU. I need a cooling system to be able to cool that system greatly. I don't know how you would phrase it better. I also need a new, power supply system. A lot of upgrades that I'm currently looking into doing right now, so I need to budget that to see how it's going to work out. But there's a lot of things currently going on in my life, basically, that has not allowed me to do live stream. Basically, I was playing a lot of that mobile game, Senran Kagura Shinobi Master, Senran Kagura New Link. I was playing that for most of those past few months, which is why you've been seeing a lot of those content on my video, because something easy. I play that on my way to work, at work, on my way back home from work, sometimes at home. At home, I wasn't really playing that game as much, but it was something great to be on the road with. I know for sure that, thank God for unlimited data, right guys? Because that game sucked a lot of data. Yeah, that's the only thing it sucked. Okay, let's get that out the way. But yeah, sorry for going on a tangent like that. So that's basically what's been up in my life, what I've been thinking about, what I'm trying to do, and what I'm trying to do for the future of my channel. I've been saying this throughout the live streams back in the day, but it's always change. Change is the constant. I'm always trying to change things. My streams are never like the same all the time. you know, me, of course, I don't change. I don't go anywhere. My room doesn't go anywhere. So that's going to be the same. But in terms of the system, the software, the hardware, and everything, that's always the change. And I'm always trying to change it because I'm always trying to make it better. Quality has always been, I guess, I would say my biggest issue, even though it hasn't really been an issue, but it could use some improvement. Right now, I'm currently using my iPhone 7 Plus that I got about 2 years ago now. I think it was a year ago. It's going on 2 years, but it's currently only like, you know, when it came out. I got this phone brand new with Sprint when it came out, and I'm like, yeah, I'm good with this. I'm good with this. So almost 2 years now. I can't really see well because I'm using the back camera. It had this whole cute little setup. If I could show you how it looks like on the mirror by some way, or, you know, it looks kind of funky here, but you don't see that. Even now, I'm trying to posture myself like a specific way so that I don't, you know, mess anything up. I know my microphone is here, so any big movement that I do, the mic might get choppy, the audio might get choppy and whatnot. Right now, my back is starting to hurt because I'm like kind of stiff here, trying to make sure I stay in the zone of the view of whatever is going on here. I'm pretty sure you can see me just fine. I'm not sure if the light is excessive. I also have natural lighting out there. Maybe that would have been enough. It probably would have been enough, but you know, I want to go the extra mile. Why not? You know what I mean? So yeah, let me start off with the things that you actually came here to, you know, hear me talk about. The future of my channel and what's going on. I'm pretty sure I keep going on tangents. You know, I go left, I go right, I make a U-turn over there. It's like whenever I do this kind of video, like I didn't plan this out at all. I always go like straight line and blah blah blah, make a lot of turns and whatnot. So yeah, I'm trying my best here to stay on the topic. That's what's important. So like I was saying before, I want to improve the quality of my live streams, the quality of my videos. Before I go to that step, first I would like to improve my system that I'm working with. My CyberPower PC, it's pretty old and all the components inside pretty out of date. The only thing I've really changed were the motherboard and the graphics card. I have what I believe is a GeForce GTX 1060. That is the graphics card. For the motherboard, I can't really see because the box is angled differently, but it's an Asus motherboard that I have that was compatible with everything I needed to have in my system. For the graphics card, enough space for it, and for a PCIe for the Elgato capture card, the HD60 Pro, you know, the one that actually goes onto your motherboard, not the external devices. I wanted to go fancy and stuff. So that was the main thing. I'm gonna go off on the tangent again, but let me explain this story to you of my PC upgrade nightmare, because I still consider myself a noob. I've almost gained a little bit of knowledge when it comes to PC and PC gaming, PC upgrades and whatnot, but I still consider myself a newbie. I just want to put that out there. So I was on Amazon, you know, I was looking at the best stuff, almost the best stuff, something that was within my price range. What was it again? A motherboard. I needed a good motherboard. I also was looking at a power supply and the graphics card. I wanted to improve stuff. I wanted to actually put, it was all for the Elgato HD60 Pro. I needed that HD60 Pro into my motherboard. The motherboard that I had, I opened up my PC and everything, but the motherboard that I have, you want to know what was wrong with it? Too small, so it didn't fit with the current graphics card I had, and it didn't have any PCIe, basically. So I'm like, okay, I spent about $200 on the Elgato HD60 Pro. Can't even fit. So I was already getting ready on my computer. I got it through Amazon, so I was getting ready to return it. But I'm like, wait a second. What if I just buy a new motherboard that has enough space for everything for me to put it in? Bam. So I did that. Okay, so day one, I bought the Elgato HD60 Pro. Can't fit in the motherboard. So I had to order on Amazon again for 1 day shipping to have it the next day. So I got the new motherboard. I forgot which one was it. It might have been another Asus, but here's what happened. My CPU does not fit into that motherboard. I'm like, am I putting it in wrong? I did so many things. like, I'll admit, I might have put some damage onto that motherboard. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not an expert. I don't know what I did. I honestly don't know what I did. So yeah, I have an AMD CPU, FX4 something, you know, it's 4 cores. It's something really, it's very outdated for me. For the stuff that I'm trying to do, it's not really helping me out. It's a very low-end CPU. It still has served me well, but you know, high-end video editing, can't do it. Live streaming, high quality, can't do it. It stresses it too much. But yeah, back to the story. So the motherboard turned out to be only an Intel motherboard. So I'm like, okay, so I can't use my AMD chipset with an Intel motherboard. It doesn't fit. It had like these pins in there, and I don't know. I honestly don't know. So that was so I had to return that, and with that money, buy myself AMD type of motherboard, something that would fit the AMD that I have. So I had to look up my chip first to see what model it was and to see what motherboards fit that CPU. So after that was done, I finally got something. Oh, you know, one other thing that I had a problem with that other motherboard, and despite the fact that it was an Intel motherboard, but I also had problems with the memory. It was a DDR4 and mine's is a DDR3. So there you go. I'm going through all of this in 1 week, and I'm like, oh my Jesus, all I want to do is get a good PC, something to run my games. I want a good Elgato to record my PlayStation, my console games. You know what I mean? I was trying to get back into the stuff. This was currently after when I was doing the Senran Kagura Estival Versus playthroughs, which was like 2 years ago now. It was sometime after that. I would say a few months before I got into live streaming, which was July of last year. So almost a year now, almost a year. And look where I am at now. I've gained a couple of few subscribers, maybe a couple of hundred thanks to a few raids and whatnot. Thank you, Rithea. Who else has helped me out here? Of course, thank you, AJ. Your fans have grown quite tremendously. And I love seeing other people grow as well, not just myself. It's like, you know, yeah, when you get to such a altitude yourself, it's like, but I love seeing others grow as well. That's something that's very satisfying, which, you know, that's for a whole other video. I know this was supposed to be a channel update video, but now I'm telling you a story of my PC upgrade nightmare. What's going on? So yeah, that was one part right there of, you know, an update to this channel, what I'm working on hardware upgrades, software as well, you know, anything along the lines of that. I just want a better system to work with, something that'll help me do what I want to do. Because my video editing software fails me when my CPU isn't strong enough, it stresses it too much. So does the streaming at higher quality. You know, I can stream with what I have right now just fine, like I said, but I want to do better. I want to put something better out there for you guys and continue to evolve in the future. Now here is where life kicks in. So I'm currently working as a security guard, security professional, as our company likes to call it, security professional. I recently got promoted to shift supervisor, which is pretty good. You know, a lot of people have congratulated me, like, wow, you're doing good, you're moving up. And you know, I can only go up from here. So whatever future job I have, you know, I can only look up and continue to move up. Like, I'm a supervisor now. I'm not gonna go to work at McDonald's as some kind of cook or whatever, you know, make less than what I'm making now. So it's important in life that you continue to move up. I'm quite satisfied with the way I've been going, you know. I gotta say, I'm quite satisfied and proud of myself to where I got, because I worked hard. And I'm glad that my hard work was recognized in order for me to be promoted. So that's what's going on in my life right now. So I'm currently doing a lot of overtime. So the overtime kind of, you know, when you're doing overtime, you don't have much time of free time at home. So right now I have a bit of free time to make this video before I have to go, you know, take a short nap so I can be fresh for work later on at night. I'm doing overnight. I'm an overnight supervisor. That's what I am. So I'm gonna have to go get some shut-eye after I'm done with this video. Hopefully I can do a little few edits on it. Nothing too fancy, you know what I mean? So that I can get it out there to you much faster. Apart from my schedule at work and how it's taking up a lot of my free time, I don't mind. The overtime, before, it was a big transition from my old job, that's for sure. And my old job, the most hours I would get in a week were probably like 21, 24. Maybe at times, if I was lucky, I'd get the 30, 35 hours. It was never up to 40, even though I was kind of like, I went in there part-time, but I started working like a full-timer, even though I was still part-time. And I guess eventually I transitioned into full-time, but then I was working less hours. It was a whole deal. I didn't make too much of a fuss about it. Like, whatever free time I had at home, excellent. I can watch anime, read manga, and all that good stuff that I can do. Yeah, it was good. So when I was at that other job, I didn't really work too hard. I didn't want to work too hard, I went to school. I got a second job at that time as well. So, it was like a staple job, something just to get some income, but I had a lot of debt. And that's another thing I'm about to get into. So yeah, this job is taking up a lot of the free time that I used to have, so not much. And whenever I do have free time, I feel so lazy and so tired. I just sleep most of the day and then maybe wake up later in the day, watch some anime, eat some food, come back to my room, see what's going on YouTube, watch some anime again, and then go to sleep. So as you can see, I'm not living the adventurous life of a youngster. I'm getting pretty old as well, My birthday was back in January. 27 years old right now. Yeah, I'm like a fossil on YouTube already. You already know. Is that what they say? I've heard this a lot, like, if you're 27, 28, 30s, you're like a fossil of YouTube. All the other rising YouTube stars, 18, 19, 20, hey, even younger than that, and somewhere around there in their early 20s. I'm already in my late 20s, going to 30 soon. Wow, I'm getting old. So apart from my job, where I work at now, there's also a few things in my life that are about to change. One of them I can tell you about since I have it already. So I'm gonna show it to you later too. I don't want to ruin this whole setup just to interrupt myself. So I'm gonna tell you about that. The other thing, I think I'll have to keep it private, a secret for now. But you can kind of tell what it is about by the way I'm talking. But that's gonna be the last thing I talk about. So the other thing, hey, I got a new car. I got the 2015 Nissan Pathfinder. It's almost a week old. Yeah, tomorrow it will be a week old. It's a brand new car. I can show you pictures. I'm probably gonna have it, like a little slideshow playing in the background right now as I'm talking, so I can show you the car that I have through pictures. One of them probably has an Instagram filter and whatnot. One of them is probably a picture at night as well that I took of it. I'm loving my car. As you can see that I keep taking pictures of it, I love it. I love my car dearly. And it feels nice. I don't know, it feels nice and comfortable. I finally got warmed up to my car, comfortable on the road, but I still need a few practices here and there. Before a week ago Wednesday, I had not driven any vehicle since my road test. Which my road test, I believe, was in May. Yeah, it was mid to late May of 2017, and I got my license in the mail July, I believe, of last year. Yeah, June or July of last year. One of those dates, I can't remember specifically, but yeah, just keep that in your head. I have not driven any vehicle since last year of May. Now, come last week, Wednesday, April 11th, 2018, we went to Long Island, New York. I live in the Bronx, New York, so it's quite a distance on the road. We went to Long Island, New York to purchase a vehicle. I went over there to look at one car, didn't like it, saw the Pathfinder, liked it. I don't know. I became such a fan of Nissan such a long time ago for the weirdest reason too. It was actually because of one of those Need for Speed games. They had I don't even remember the model of that Nissan. It was like a sports car type of Nissan Skyline. The Nissan Skyline, I just remembered. Now I don't have to put anything on here. Yes, dude, I think it was Need for Speed. It was a game on the GameCube. I think that's the one. And I saw the Nissan Skyline and I'm like, Yeah, yo, I'm liking this car. I'm liking this car very much. I'm not sure if it was Most Wanted. It was probably the one of the GameCube. I forgot what it was. Carbon City or something like that. Need for Speed Carbon. Dude, Need for Speed makes a lot of games. I can't remember. I can't believe that I remembered it. But because I remembered it, that means that car made a big impact in my life. I don't know why, but the Nissan Skyline, whew, that was my first car crush, I believe. That's why I've always looked at Nissan cars and I've always wanted a car of the Nissan make. So yeah, went to a Nissan dealership in Long Island, and my brother-in-law came with me, so he came in his vehicle. He drove me over there, so we can check it out. So the big challenging part of this was getting back home. Oh boy, getting back home, man. I almost don't want to remember that day. I kind of want to leave it in the, in the bushes somewhere over there. I don't want to go back to that memory. Yeah, it's a pretty touchy memory now, but I mean, it's great for future stories and the experience. The story that I'm telling you now about my experience driving back home. So I had to cut a deal with the dealer, the salesperson that was helping me out to purchase the vehicle, to assist me getting back home. I didn't feel comfortable. I test drove the vehicle, all the vehicles, that I was looking at, test drove them. I was very stiff behind the wheel. Let me also add that I had not slept because I had just come off my overnight shift, which is 11 p.m. to 7 in the morning. So I had just got off that shift. I hadn't slept, so 2 hours later, 3 hours later, we were on the road to go to Long Island. So, my eyes are already kind of, that feeling when you want to sleep, but you're not that tired yet, but your eyes kind of want to rest. So had that feeling in my eyes for a while, had not eaten because, I just got home. I was just relaxing. I think I was watching some anime that morning. Black Clover, I think I was watching that morning. I remember specifically, dude. I remember. Saw an episode of that, and then, we left for Long Island. So take those two factors into consideration. No sleep, no food in the system. Now I'm also very anxious because I'm thinking about what car I'm going to get. I'm thinking about how I'm going to get back home. That was another thing on my mind. And I'm just, very excited as well. So anxious, excited. I'm also very nervous because I have to drive the vehicle. So, 1 year plus without driving a vehicle. So I'm very scared. I have to be honest with you. I was very scared. It was a frightening experience. And first time on the highway too. If it was just locally on the road, I can manage because it's all going to come back to me when I did my road test and the practice. It was all just on the road, regular road, no highway. So, the laws of the highway was pretty much jammed into me at the last moment. So I was not prepared. That was my fault. So no sleep, no food, anxious, excited, nervous, scared, and, let's just mash all those emotions into one ball and eat it. And that's how I was feeling that day. Dude, my armpits were sweaty as heck. I'm not gonna lie to you. That was my experience buying the car. So yeah, all those emotions packed into one. I'm in the highway. I'm like, I'm all fidgety and stuff. And the dealers, I do that. Oh my God, just the look on his face. Just the look on his face will tell you the whole story. He went from pale to flushed in seconds, dude. It was an experience. I had to give him his big tip and, money for him to go back home. Dude, I'm not playing around. I'm like, dude, thank you. Thank you for getting me back home. He parked it inside the garage that's inside of my building. I have to pay for that. I don't care. All what was important to me was that I needed to get home. I needed to eat and I needed to sleep. So I got home at around 4:20, maybe 4:30. So I'm home. My dad is talking to me, saying some stuff. I'm like, I don't care. I got the car. Please let me sleep. So I get into bed. I'm still I'm shook. I'm telling you. So all these emotions, and now I'm shook after that whole experience. I didn't drive all the way home, by the way, just letting you know that. I drove about 70 to 80% the way from Long Island back to the Bronx, New York. and he took over. He did tell me before that he would take over when he felt that I wasn't ready to continue on, or that he felt that I was not confident enough to continue on. You know, that kind of speech. So I'm like, look, thank you. Take over from here. Whew, boy. What a day that was. Anyway, my main objective was to sleep, which I had done. They bought me some Wendy's, fresh, never frozen, the good stuff, and then had to go to sleep. So I'm on my bed, I'm trying to relax, breathe in, breathe out, all these relaxation tips and tricks to do. I'm there. Then about 5 to 10 minutes after that, while I'm on bed, my eyes are closed, I'm trying to sleep, I get a call from work. So I'm like, I wonder what it is they need. So I pick up, and it's the other supervisor who's working. I'll get to that in a second. So the other supervisor on the duty had called me and they're like, hey, Kamel, where you at? And I'm like, what do you mean? You're supposed to come in today, come into work. You're doing the concourse? And I'm like, effing hell. Effing hell. And that's just those words. I'm not saying effing, of course. I'm censoring myself. I'm, much more calm about this now, but I was cursing up a storm and cursing myself, and oh my goodness, I was such a wreck. I was like, effing hell. Effing hell. Effing hell. I don't believe that happened. Really? I had to go into work today? Dude, really? That was, I take full responsibility of what happened that day. I got a little too excited. I honestly thought that was my day off, seeing as how I was coming off my overnight shift into the morning. I didn't know I had to go in that same day. I knew I had to do work for the job in those days, but I didn't know it was that same day that I decided to go get the vehicle, because with a lot of overtime that I'm doing, I don't get that much free time. So when I do have some free time and I want to take care of something, I try to do it right there. That was the mindset that I had. No, I'm not working today, so let's get this vehicle. Let's try to get it today, because tomorrow I have to go to work. So we can't do it tomorrow. And look at that. I had my days backwards. What the hell? What the hell, man? So yeah, I got off out of bed frantically saying effing hell, what the F. I have to get to work, because I'm a diligent person. I don't mess around when it comes to job. I take responsibility for everything. I'm a very, people say that you look like a very responsible person. So why don't you have a car by this point? Why did you wait? It's the city where I live in. That's my excuse. I didn't really need a vehicle that much. Like, if I think back all these years that I didn't have a car, when did I need a car the most? I can only think of like 1 or 2 instances in a span of a very long time. So, it wasn't that much big of a deal. So yeah, people look at me and they see how I work, and they see how I do my job. They see how I am as a person. So they say, you look like you're a responsible person. So, and they follow off with the corresponding word sentences, whatever follows. So I take the job very seriously. So it hurt me that I had to miss that day. I was getting ready to go to work. I told my parents, like, yo, what the F? I have to go to work. I just got a call. I had to go in today. I didn't know. I honestly didn't. I didn't even check the app, because the app has the schedule. There's an app on my phone that's related to my job, has the schedule right there. If I had checked, I'd have known. But something, I don't know what it was that made me forget. I'm not gonna make any excuses now. What happened. So I called them back after, relaxing a little bit. I don't know if they could tell from my voice when I called the supervisor. I was like, look, so let me tell you what happened today and why I can't make it. So I haven't slept. I just ate a bit earlier, but I don't feel very up. I was on the phone. I was a complete mess that day. That's mainly what you need to know about what happened April 11th, 2018. I was a mess that day. I was not myself. I was shaking. Oh man, it makes me sound like a complete wuss. I won't knock you if you tell me that. You know what I mean? Because it's the truth. Like, damn, son, I was What the heck, man? That was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. So yeah, it was a pretty big deal for me missing out on work, but for them apparently it was like, hey, you couldn't make it, you couldn't make it. I wasn't doing I wasn't gonna be the supervisor that day, and I wasn't gonna work in traffic that day. So I guess it wasn't that big of an impact, because it would have been a big impact had they been short one man for traffic or supervisor. That's a bigger deal, because we always need 2 supervisors on shift on duty. So that would have been a big deal had I missed that one. No, as a matter of fact, if it was going to be for supervisor or traffic even, I would have gone. But knowing that I had to do a different job in the concourse, hopefully I could get away with it, which I kind of did. And, thank God that it all worked out, in my favor, not really against. But man, it all happened like that. So I can put that behind me, and I can tell this story again to someone else. So that was the full story of how I got my vehicle. So look forward to actual live footage of where I parked my vehicle. I know I probably showed pictures throughout the beginning of this story of my car. So yeah, let's move on to the next part. So this is the part that I'm keeping a secret because it's still in the works, but we're working towards that main goal of what we want to do. So remember earlier how I was saying about how I want to improve quality for my streams, for my videos in general. One important factor of that, yeah, I need a good PC. I can save up for that. A better camera, even though I got a really good one now, a new webcam, I can do a little better. I can, save up, get something better, and save up to get a lot of other stuff. But one important thing that I need to do before doing all that, I need to take the space around me into consideration. My room, for example. Do you know where I'm going with this? Yeah, so I'm not gonna say it blatantly. I'm gonna say it subtly. Like throwing you like a little hint as to what's happening. So I need more space. I need a different environment. It's where I can work. Where I can set up my probably gonna need a new desk as well, a computer desk, because I have 2 TVs, but it's kind of like all cramped now. Before it was a pretty big space, but now it's all cramped, so I need space for my PC, for my TV, and for monitors. I'm planning on going straight with dual monitors. I'm probably gonna keep my old one, add a new one in the future. I want a good setup in my room. Even though my focus is elsewhere at work, I want a good setup of streaming, gaming, and just for videos in general. I want a good setup, so I need better space. I need a different environment and whatnot. So just from those words alone, you can probably already guess. It's kind of obvious what I'm hinting towards to. So I'll just leave it at your, thought process as to what I'm talking about. Better space, a new environment. Yeah. So there you have it. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for this update video for Blackwing K's channel, for my channel. I don't know if it's what you were expecting, because I've made other kind of like half-assed update videos before where I kind of trail off and talk about other things, which I kind of did in this video as well, but I tried to keep it organized the best that I can. I talked about what I had, what I want, and what I'm planning regarding my whole system that I'm working for. I told you of all the my life story up to now, what's been going on, and why I have been streaming, and what's going to happen in the future. I guess I could tell you now. So like I was saying at the very beginning, I have a lot of games, a large library of games right now. You can check it on my Steam as to what I have, but not everything that I have is from that Steam, because that's the public Steam. Whoever added me there, just know that that's a public Steam. I have a private one where I pretty much have all my other games. Keeping 2 Steam accounts, I forget that I have 2 Steam accounts. I'm mostly logged on to the public one, not the private one. The private one is when I play privately, like, I want to play this game, Final Fantasy 13, World of Final Fantasy, that I recently got on Steam, Final Fantasy 15. Okay, we're going too far now into the games that I want to play. I didn't really say much though, did I? But yeah, that was just a hint of what I have in store. World of Final Fantasy is coming back. I guess I already said it. You can look forward to Final Fantasy 15 coming soon, Final Fantasy 13, but it's not going to be this year. No. The way things are going, I'm still not set on what's going to happen, with my setup and whatnot. Maybe I'll do, one of my regular streams and you'll see how I'm doing, just to say what's up and play some games that I've been meaning to play in the meantime as I'm transitioning to an upgrade. But just know that a big system upgrade to Blackwing K Gaming is happening. There's also, in regards to this channel, about it being strictly gaming. Yeah, I've been meaning to incorporate other media into this channel for a long time, but I think it's okay to leave it as it is. I think it's okay for me to leave this channel strictly for gaming. In the future, if I want to make something else, like a vlog channel or anything related to that, I'll keep it as that. I do have other channels for that, by the way. I can leave them in the description or not, but just know that they are out there. But I've always wanted to try putting something else on this channel, not leave it for strictly gaming, but that's another story, something else for another video, I guess. That's my excuse when I want to drop it right there, like, yeah, I'll save it for another video that I won't make for another 2 years. You know what I mean? It's like that. I can't lie, it is like that. So, what can you guys expect on my channel in the coming future? So, I just said that I named a few games, mainly Final Fantasy. There is also Star Ocean in the wake. There is also Blue Reflections and a lot of other RPGs. Trails of Cold Steel, Kingdom Hearts 3. There's a lot of good games that are coming out and games that I want to put on this channel. But Kenichiro Takaki. That name you probably do not recognize. Only a few people will recognize this name. A few people that are fans of a specific game series. Senran Kagura, we're looking at you. So Kenichiro Takaki has said that 2018 will be the year of Senran Kagura. Now, if you follow Senran Kagura, you know that some big news dropped on the games that are coming to the United States, and I shed a small tear when I saw the game that was coming to the US. Shinobi Reflections, which in Japan, it came out last year around December, I think. Shinobi Reflay, where it's like a visual novel type of game where you get to have Asuka as your waifu, Yumi as your waifu. I think they just added Murasaki and now Riona. So I'm like, okay, it's a fun game. I think it was only like $10 on the Nintendo Play Store. Nintendo eShop. Not Play Store. What the heck? I'm thinking of Google Play Store for a second there. The Nintendo eShop, $10, and it actually reached #1 for some time on the Nintendo eShop, which, as a Senran Kagura fan, hey, I'm pretty happy about that. That my game is the game that I love, not my game. I didn't make the game. I didn't create the game. I didn't design the game. The game that I love, that I fell in love with, and I still love very much, is getting so much recognition. And probably it got #1 because a lot of people outside of Japan also purchased the game. So there you go. So in the Japanese eShop, Senran Kagura Shinobi Reflay was #1 for some time. I actually posted this on Discord and whatnot. Not sure if I actually made a tweet about that, but there's that. So to quote Kenichiro Takaki, 2018 is the year of Senran Kagura. And we're in 2018. Blackwing K Gaming is going to focus a lot on Senran Kagura. So in the coming months, in the coming future, even though I'm probably still going to have this setup and whatnot, I'm going to try to bring to you Senran Kagura Shinobi Reflay. But first, I need a Nintendo Switch. There's also Senran Kagura Burst Renewal. Maybe I'll throw in some Shinobi, not Shinobi Master, Peach Beach Splash again. There's been a lot of updates to the cards and whatnot. I think I already collected all the cards, but for the PC version, I stopped playing the PS4 version some time ago. I went into the PC version and did everything. Actually, let us also include Shinobi Master, Senran Kagura, New Link. I have to say, I've been playing that game non-stop, getting all the daily login bonuses ever since December, when it was finally out of infinite maintenance and finally playable to everyone who can get the game on the iOS or Android market. I'm telling you, non-stop, daily login bonuses forever. Only just recently, I'm not gonna lie to you, maybe in the last week when I just got the car, you know, that whole day was a mess, so it threw me off. And also all the overtime I've been doing at work also kind of threw me off, so I kind of just forgot about the game for a second, and I forgot about the daily login bonuses. But do look forward to content that I still have created on my phone to be, I don't know why I pointed over there, my phone's right here. So I do have some content already pre-recorded, and I still need to edit it. You know, I have a lot. Like, I got lazy with that. I kept recording a lot of Senran Kagura footage. I got so lazy of it and I just left it on my phone. So I'm gonna try to get back on top of this. Maybe starting tonight when I have some free time at work, I'll start editing and whatnot and try to get some videos out to you much sooner, so I don't leave my channel so dead as it is now. Because yeah, it really all depends on me, how I feel. That's really how it is. I treat making YouTube videos, gaming videos, and live streaming as a hobby. It was not my main source of income. I never intended it to be a main source of income. It was just a hobby, something that I wanted to keep doing because it's something that I really loved. I never really make the videos for the money. Not that I ever made any money, but that's even better. It's like I don't have something that's gonna make me arrogant in regards to that. Sorry if you hear the Discord notifications in the back. I should turn that off, but I'm too lazy to do that. Okay, never mind. I had to turn it off, or at least mute my PC so that it doesn't, my laptop, so you don't continue hearing that sound. It was bothering me. So if it's bothering me, it's probably bothering you. It probably already did bother you. Sorry about that. So yeah, I think that pretty much covers everything regarding this. So again, I just want to reiterate everything that I've talked about. I know I've almost been talking for an entire hour, which I'm pretty amazed by. I really did not go in, I didn't make any plans before going into this video. All I saw was, you know, hey, it's been a while since I've done anything for my channel. I have some free time, which has dwindled little by little. I'm losing time for sleep as I continue talking. So I'm now in rush mode, and I kind of just want to finish this so I can put it out there for you guys. So first I talked about what I've been working with before everything, how I wanted to get started before streaming, you know, the Elgato HD60 Pro, which kind of led into my PC upgrade nightmare story that let you know what kind of system I'm working with at the moment and what I want for the future. And then I went into my personal life, what I'm doing at work, and my current purchases that I've made, the car that I'm talking about. And then I went into the future of this channel. I think that's all in order. If not, you guys can, you know, you'll figure it out. So that's basically what I've been discussing in this video. This is an update video that I hope I did my best on. You know, I always try to do my best in every content that I make. What I was talking about just now is that I treat this as a hobby. Like, it's not my main focus, but it's something that I really do love doing, and I will continue doing it for the years to come. It's just that I love doing high quality content. Unfortunately, I don't have the capabilities of doing such high quality content except for my phone. My phone is good. I have this microphone that I bought a long time ago, which works pretty well. So, you know, I want to come back to live streaming. I want to come back to doing video series as well. To be honest, my video series never do as well as the live streaming, because the live streaming is a more engaging way of creating content on this platform. That's why I love live streaming on YouTube. Twitch, it feels like you need to play a different kind of game, or, you know, produce something differently in order to have a successful stream on Twitch. Like, for example, a lot of people play Overwatch. Now it's Fortnite that's the craze. Before it was PUBG, now it's Fortnite. So Fortnite, Overwatch. I saw Monster Hunter World also. It was doing quite well on Twitch live streams. So, you know, there's stuff like that. Even YouTube right now. YouTube has a lot of Fortnite videos and Fortnite live streams because that's what's currently big. So I feel like Twitch is a platform for more like multiplayer kind of games, fast-paced games, you know, Call of Duty, Fortnite, Overwatch, and, you know, just different kind of games like that you can play with other people, engage with other people. On YouTube, I feel it's safer to play all these RPG games. World of Final Fantasy, Kingdom Hearts, even Pokemon, you know, all these other JRPGs and RPGs, tactical kind of games that you can play safely. I believe this is the platform for that. I just love YouTube. From the very beginning, when I first started watching YouTube videos, Philip DeFranco, David Spates, Kasim G, you know, those are just a few names that I'm throwing out there of people that I used to watch a lot. I still watch a lot of Philip DeFranco. That's the go-to guy for the news in the YouTube community. You already know. So yeah, that's just a little background story again for me. I'm trying to wrap this up and I keep talking about other stuff. So again, in conclusion, guys, that's mainly what I'm planning for the future of this channel. I've already told you everything for the past, the present, and the future. I want to bring to you better content. 2018, year of Senran Kagura, so look forward to a lot of Senran Kagura updates on this channel. Not really like me talking like this, but mainly like gameplay, Senran Kagura gameplay for 2018. It's gonna be a real exciting year for this, huh? So next year, you know, whenever all the Senran Kagura stuff comes out here in the US, PlayStation 4 or Steam, once all of that's finally settled in and I'm finally done with the Senran Kagura content, that's when I can go forward into putting up other content. For right now, I'm going to focus mainly on one thing, and that's Senran Kagura. Okay? I can do multiple content if I wanted to, but then I don't have enough time to focus on other ones. So if I focus on one thing, I know what I want to do, it'll be easier to go forward. You understand what I'm saying? I hope you guys can understand. So if you guys are really not fans of Senran Kagura, I'd understand why you don't want to keep up with this, watch anything. But for those of you that don't mind, hey, hello. I hope you enjoyed the Senran Kagura videos to come in the future. Also, one point I did want to add, I'm sorry, I'm almost done. I promise. You can see from the timestamp, you're almost done here. It's been quite a while since I've talked this much on video, so I do want to do more content like this as well. Maybe game reviews. I'm for that, you know, like, would you guys be interested if I did game reviews? I've never really done a game review. I have done anime episode reviews, manga chapter reviews on a different channel, but I've never really done video game reviews. That's also one thing that I've wanted to do, especially on this channel. I play games on this channel, might as well add something different in the mix, like a game review. And who knows, maybe in the future I can do other kinds of reviews on this channel. That's a perfect transition of how to break out of just a simple gaming channel. You know what I mean? Alright, so that really is everything that I wanted to tell you guys. From my backstory, the present, and what to expect in the future. So after all the Senran Kagura craze is done with, you can expect me to start other games. For now, with the time that I have, I want to focus on one thing. Okay? So if you guys can permit me that, I will appreciate that very much. I will thank you very much. And, you know, let's get into 2018 in a good fashion. We're already in April, you know, May's right around the corner, then it's going to be June, July, and it's going to be a year that I started streaming onto YouTube / Twitch. I guess you can add Twitch to that as well, because I was also kind of sort of streaming on Twitch, but not really. YouTube was the main platform where I began and I got an audience to start with. So yeah, almost a year. I'm probably going to make another video like this when I hit the year anniversary for Blackwing K Gaming and the live streams on YouTube. But again, that's another thing for the future. Let's just focus on the now, right now. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If You're by any chance new to this channel, you came to a channel update, or you probably saw some of my Senran Kagura content and found your way to this video right after, welcome. Welcome to Blackwing K Gaming, or just Blackwing K in general. I'm trying to transition this channel into just Blackwing K. That's the name that I've gone for, and that's what I'm sticking with. So we can brush off the gaming over time, but just know that I do a lot of gameplay videos on this channel, as you can see from my video library, my playlists and whatnot. So welcome, and do subscribe if you are subscribed already. Did I say that right? If you are not subscribed already, please do subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up, I guess. It was mainly just an update video, so you know, just to give you a heads up on what's going on in life, what's coming in the future, and yeah, that's pretty much it. You can tell I probably need a sip of water. I'm getting very tired of talking. I need to sleep. I need to work tonight. What am I doing? Damn, what am I doing? Anyway, guys, again, I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so very much again for watching. It's Blackwing K, and I'm out of here. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, night, morning, month, week, day, future, past, present. You guys know what I mean, alright? It's Blackwing K, and I'm out here. Have an awesome one. Oh snap, I forgot. I was going to show you the car in the video format too. So after you see that, it'll be goodbye for real, okay? Alright, so have an awesome one, guys. I'm going to show you the car now. I know I'm positioned a bit weirdly here, but there's my car. You're probably going to hear a lot of the outside since I'm also outside. I can go like this though, right? And it'll be a lot better. Sorry for the shaky camera as well, because I'm very zoomed in, like all the way at the end. But that's my car right there. Nissan Pathfinder. You know, I would have preferred a black car, but hey, that color's not too bad either, right? So yeah, I'm very lucky to have found that parking spot too, because, you know, it's very hard to find parking in front of this building. And I kid you not, all these cars down there, they've been there for days, possibly weeks. So I just joined that edition of parking my car there. Yes, ain't she a beauty? I guess I can't zoom in anymore, but there she is. There she is. Again, sorry for a shaky video, and not so awesome video there, but yeah. Bye now.